Eastern Canada's Michael Van Dam. Third place today, UCI C2, the opener on Silver Goose weekend. Michael, walk us through it, how'd it go? Impressions on the course, all that.
Yeah, for sure. It ended up for the first 3 or 4 laps actually being quite a bunch race, and the reason that was, although the course was really technical, the guys who were hammering on the front would go in and pit, and then it all kind of come back together. So it'd be like little gaps come together, little gaps come together. I took the lead on maybe lap 2 or lap 3, and it didn't really go anywhere, but then I took the lead again with just over 2 laps to go, or just under 2 laps to go, and sort of managed to split it apart. I rode this technical section pretty nicely. Gage Hecht came around. We just have to pit one, really put the hammer down, and that kind of blew the race apart. So it was he and I for a pretty good stretch. He managed to have maybe a couple bike lengths for half a lap or so. And then when we got to the start-finish, he dropped me there. I never quite got in his draft. He just really put the hammer down. The guy's the U23 U.S. National TT champion. There's not very many people out there that can pedal harder than him. So he grew that gap to maybe 5 seconds, and I just made a couple mistakes in the muddy section. Hyde caught up to me, and then for the rest of the race, it was he and I battling, and he managed to get a handful of seconds at the end. So we sort of held the gap steady to Gage, but he was coming on really strong and wasn't quite able to get by him. But I think that my takeaway here is I know I have the legs to be in it for the win tomorrow. You never know what's going to happen. I could be first or 10th or 30th. There's so many factors, but I know I'm showing up to the start line strong enough to take home the jersey, and that's all I can hope for. So it'll take a great race, but I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, after today's rain, slush, hail, snow throughout the day, it was a little greasy. It's looking like it's going to be sunny tomorrow. It should tack up a little. Does that change things for you?
I don't know how that's going to impact the course. There's some pretty heavy sitting mud in the parts that are muddy, and the rest of the course is actually pretty fast and tacky already. So we'll see. I think maybe some more ruts will form in the first section of the course, which will really favor those who can ride ruts. But I don't think it's going to be a crit, a bunch race by any means. I think it's still a punchy, technical enough course that technical skill and small groups are going to form by the end.
All right. Well, thanks, Michael, and good luck tomorrow.
Welcome.
All right.